part of the Meadowbrook English curriculum, middle school students have the opportunity to study multiple Shakespeare plays.
In 6th grade, we start with A Midsummer Night's Dream. That is a wild love story. It is a love square, not so much a triangle. It deals with law-oriented world of Athens versus the kind of mischievous and wild world of the forest and the fairies. In 7th grade, we read Macbeth. Macbeth is a super fun and very dark text. It follows a kind of evil guy and his journey figuring out how to be king. And in 8th grade, we read Romeo and Juliet, which is just such a classic. It's something that kids have heard about in pop culture, in music, so they're usually pretty familiar with the story of these star-crossed lovers.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely than a new pair of Crocs at the Renaissance fair.
And thou art more foolish than a jester in tights. I'd rather be compared to a winter storm.
Even though they were written more than 400 years ago, the works of William Shakespeare remain ingrained in modern society.
A lot of our modern day idioms and sayings are actually built off of his sonnets, his poetry, and his plays. And so his plays have become sort of this traditional format of reading really complex literature in modern contexts. What I find fascinating is that a lot of our pop culture here in the United States is actually based on some of Shakespeare's work. And so I think it's really important for students to understand the context in which they're reading is actually based on more classic forms of literature.
Mamma mia! Double, double, toilet trouble, plunder's shirt with soapy bubbles.
Studying Shakespeare at Meadowbrook is more than just reading in class. Students get to participate in several activities around the stories, including watching performances and giving them. One long-standing tradition is the celebration of Shakespeare's birthday.
Shakespeare's birthday usually happens in the springtime around Shakespeare's actual birthday. And we usually do a little preparation in our English classes where students have the option of choosing a particular scene from a play or reciting a sonnet or reciting a soliloquy or monologue from one of the plays that we either read or don't read. And so they get to perform it for the whole middle school with some props and some of their favorite lines. And then at the end, which is the best part, we have a birthday cake for Shakespeare's birthday.
Happy birthday, dear Shakespeare.
Reporting for the Meadowbrook Minute, I'm Noemie.